here we go. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're watching from. I'm ThatSpaceDogeGuy, and welcome to today's live coverage of Long March 8A, launching most likely going satellites again. Today, I want to introduce to you our co-host for today, Faisy. Welcome. He will also be here to cover some aspects of today's Long March 8A mission for today. Today's Long March. Okay, anyway. We're back again, 2026, a new year, a new Chinese year. Well, we've already had a Long March launch. Faisy, what did we had earlier today?
We had Yaogan 50-01 atop of a Long March 6A about an hour ago.
Yeah, it was a pretty surprising launch, to be fair, because we did not see this coming at all. Someone thought it was a military test, so pretty interesting. Here's some replay video of that from CCTV News. Of course, credit to them for this footage. And yeah, that's basically the Long March 6A flight. Just quickly there, Yaogan 50 number 1. Yeah, very interesting launch today. That is the first Chinese launch of 2026. The thing you're now seeing, the Long March 8A, will be the second flight of 2026. Yeah, we're back in Wenchang for flights now. Faisy, we got Long March 8A worked on. What do we expect SatNet or Goang to be on board today?
Most likely.
Most likely, because it has already launched, like, let me think, many times. Like, it's been something. If we take a look back at previous Goang flights for Long March 8A, we can see all of them has launched SatNet. We got SatNet 2, SatNet 6, 10, 12, 14, and Group 17 launched already on Long March 8A, which is pretty cool. Some stuff here, hold on. Anyway, Faisy, a bit off topic here, but how has the start of your year been in terms of Chinese spaceflight? Have you done much?
It's been a bit busy. We've had lunar updates, which we weren't expecting that soon.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Really want to see that, how that goes. Yeah. Anyway, today, Long March 8A, what type of Long March 8, what is different from Long March 8 and 8A? Because I know there's a fairing difference. Is there any other difference except the fairing size?
The fairing is now 5.2 meters in diameter instead of 4.2, but the 4.2 meter option is apparently still available. And the second stage is also fattened out to 3.35 meters from just 3.
Wow. Okay.
And the engines are also an upgrade, and they will be the same ones that the Long March 10 moon rocket will use.
Now, about the Long March 8 series overall, we saw December 22nd, 2020, the first ever launch of a Long March 8 variant from launch site 201 at Wenchang. Why all of a sudden do we see Long March 8A launch on its own commercial launch pad instead of what we saw on the first flight, the launch site 201? What made it go to commercial launch site 1? Do you know? Faisy. I think he needs to think a little bit. I don't know. We'll get back to... Oh, there you go.
the China Caliban launch fuel technology is in agreement with the Wenchang commercial spaceport for its own individual pad, and that will, in theory, allow them to launch 50 times a year. They say they can do about 20 with their current stockpile of rockets and processors.
So
and
the commercial ad launch site and launch site 201 is different in terms of companies.
Yeah, 201 is one run by the government in the government launch site.
And then commercials by the Hainan. I forgot the name. I forget names very easily. So that's why we see videos from the Hainan company showing the launch from the pad cams too, right? Instead of when it's launched from 201, we only see like maybe CCTV do their shots. Is the commercial launch site like more public, open to the public than 201, for example?
The commercial launch site has, I believe, shares in various space tourism things near or around the site, so.
And that's not with the government launch sites.
No, they're just wholly government backed.
Wow. Anyway, today's Long March 8A, most likely carrying Go-Wang from commercial launch site number 1 at the Wenchang Space launch site. This will be for... I will not leak stats just yet. That's going to be for Face to do at the end of the stream, so stick around for that. Anyway, about the Go-Wang group here. So from what we know, it's a batch of 9 per group, 9 low Earth orbit communication satellites for the Chinese state-owned Go-Wang, or SatNet as they call it in English, constellation operated by the China Satellite Network Group. Do we know the purpose, or we kind of know the purpose because it's communication, but how open is Go-Wang to like the public in terms of how Go-Wang even looks like? Because we know, I think we know how Go-Wang looks like, do we? I remember seeing it somewhere.
They look a bit like a Kuiper satellite.
Yeah.
And they have the same sort of job as a Kuiper satellite.
And they will consist of 13,000 satellites. That's insane. That's a lot of satellites going up for the Chinese Go-Wang group.
Especially launched in groups of 9.
Yeah, in groups of 9. They're going to have to launch a lot of rockets there in order to get that goal. I'm just going to check the stream here. We have 2 Pablos in the stream. Welcome to the stream. Pablo Sanchez and Pablo Astro. And, of course, Sadete Shallow, whoever that is, will welcome everyone to the stream. Anyway. We're now 6.5 minutes almost away until the launch of Long March 8A. Estimated time, of course. I keep forgetting to say that. It's important though, because we don't know the exact time of launch. Like most of the time, we don't really know the exact time of launch because it's more based on predictions, isn't it, Fazy?
A good guesstimate in the launch window based on previous launches.
Yeah, so... And about the launch window itself, how long does the window run for, actually? Because I'm pretty interested in that. Do we know? Oh, yeah, we do know. Cause...
It runs from 2 minutes ago to about 22 minutes from now.
Okay, so that's 17... That's 3:17 p.m. UTC till 3:42 p.m. UTC, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay. That's a pretty good window. I will tell you that. And how approximate, because now about launch times, how approximate are these guesses most of the time?
They're usually close to spot on.
I mean, it looks so simple predicting it. Is it that simple, just predicting based on previous launches, or is there something behind that that we need to know before we get into predictions?
Well, I mean, the rocket has been on launchpad, of course.
Yeah. True. Insane, says SatNet. Yeah, very insane to see Long March 8A flying in. 2026, first Long March 8A launch of 2026, and Long March 8. 4 minutes to launch, exactly. Well, it's approximate. Thanks, ThatSpaceDogeGuy. No problem, Stargazer. Or Chief. I remember he wanted to be called Chief. So, we're about 4 minutes away now until the launch of Long March 8A. You're looking at a live camera of Long March 8 now, 8A on the launch pad on the commercial launch side number 1. Phasey, final preparations. What is the next step in terms of what we know as approximate launch time? What is like the next step from now on?
All the engines will be chilled down, propellant top off will stop, and then all the arms will retract ahead of ignition.
And those arms retract. They are pretty critical, aren't they, for this launch, for the rocket, and right?
Yeah, they supply all the commodities and propellant.
Yeah. Pretty good, pretty nice. Anyway, so how many minutes before launch do those arms retract? Is that like a minute before launch or something? Or does that depend? Because I've seen it retract at random times between a minute and like 40 seconds till launch. It's pretty confusing me, but
Either or.
either or, okay. It's pretty random then. It's like a in between. But I remember you telling me once those arms retracts, there's no going back, or is there? In terms of
It can, but the launch is very committed.
And what do you mean with can? Does that mean like last second situations where it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
that's popping up? Ah, okay. Because it's pretty wild if there was something last minute. What I remember one time there was a yes, call me Chief. I remember there was one time that I believe that was a Long March 12 was the last time I saw a scrub. That was, how did that happen? Do we know what happened on the Long March 12 scrub? Because I remember it scrubbing.
Valves.
Just valves, just nothing with the okay.
Yeah.
I think we've discussed that earlier too, but I don't really remember too much because I have lots of stuff going on. My bad if I don't remember everything. Oh yeah, y'all. Okay, it seems like the venting has stopped. I think we're in the final minutes now before the launch, aren't we?
Should be.
Should be. Now, next step, arms retraction. Now, sadly, I do wanna... Okay, maybe not. I was gonna say we do not have audio, but I think we are gonna have audio. So, good for y'all, guys. And those are the arms retracting. There we go. The first set of arms. Okay, they are all retracting. Okay. I think we're go for launch now. I think the launch time might be 25 as as most of anticipated. So well, here we go then. We are gonna have sound too, so that's pretty enjoyable. All right, let's listen in now to the launch. I believe we're gonna have sound too, so enjoy the launch, everyone. Just gonna be here coming back because I don't hear any sound, so just return with the coverage here. I thought we are gonna have sound because it went quiet all of a sudden, but of course you never know. So let's see. Very random. Ah, there we go. And that is liftoff of the Long March 8A now. Very cool shots there. Yeah, we're not gonna have sound, so here it is. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, camera cut away. That's not good. And there it is. Okay, so we did not have sound sadly, but there was liftoff of the Long March 8A rockets from the commercial launch site number 1. That was beautiful, wasn't it, FaZe?
As always.
As always. Well, it's already a pretty much cleared pad. We lost connection with one of the boys' cams. Not sure what happened with that. Still not even back, so we'll see what happened with that. Probably check out later what happened with that. Anyway, we see now a almost clear launch pad with some smoke or some dust, smoke, whatever, just coming by above. Okay, 2 minutes into flight. What do we expect from now on? In terms of launch?
Booster, and then very shortly after, main engine cut-off will occur, and then both will have separated. And then the second stage will ignite, followed by interstage jettison.
Interstage, ooh. Does the rocket have a camera? No, this is a unofficial live coverage you're looking at, so we don't really have any cameras to show of anything. At least not allowed to show in terms of the Chinese government. It's pretty secretive at some point, so sometimes it's very secretive. Oh, I do see it. There's some live shot of it. Give me a second. On someone's stream. I'll put creators in the description, don't worry. Oh, no, don't go away. Oh, there it is. There's a dot of it. So it's still... Is this already the second stage, or what stage is this? Because I'm not really sure.
This should be the first stage. The second stage will be a lot more faint.
Okay. So first stage now. Look how cool that... Look at that. Just look at that. Wow. Ah, there it goes. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's still going. Is that normal? I just saw a puff. I think that's staging.
Yeah, that's all the from the 4 YF-100s stopping.
Absolutely. Oh, camera's going. Did we all lost track? Yes. Oh, what? And there's fireworks going off. Well, congratulations, I guess. There's just some random fireworks going off. Wow. Oh, I love this. Wow, look at that. That is insane. Anyway, yeah, we're 5 minutes into launch. We don't really have anything to show here. And it seems like the stream has ended too. Wow. That was cool. There was some random fireworks going off there. Yeah, so we should be, I believe, in second stage flight right now, maybe. And yeah. It's very funny. Hold on. Let me just cover the screen so you don't get annoyed. I'm just gonna show Discord like it's no. There's nothing else to show. So, well, that was something, wasn't it? That was pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, well, I believe that's gonna conclude the coverage for us here. So that marks the second launch for China in 2026. Oh yeah, I shouldn't leak a lot of stuff, because Fazy, do you have the stats for us?
This was the 7th launch of the Long March 8A, the 11th launch of the Long March 8 series, the 625th launch of the Long March series, and the second this year from China.
Yes, that's what I already leaked. Great. Thank you so much, Fazy, for joining us today. Really glad you were here. Yeah, that's going to conclude the coverage from us. I think we'll be back. I believe there was a Long March. Let me check, 'cause there are a lot of launches I don't get to stream. Give me one moment. Okay, yes, the next stream will be most likely the Long March 3B launch and the Ceres 1S launch at the same day here. So the Long March 3B launch will be at, from what is estimated here, 4 p.m. UTC, and the Ceres 1S launch will be at 7:30 p.m. UTC. So stick around for that if you want. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.